Hello. Today we're going to see JPanel in Java. So what is JPanel? What is JPanel? JPanel is a container. It is a container type that can store a group of components in a JFrame. A group of components in a JFrame. It is a part of a swing package. It is a part of swing package. It can be placed inside JFrame or inside another panel. It is created using a new JPanel. It can be created with new JPanel with a default layout manager. With a default layout manager. Here it is a default layout manager. This default layout manager is flow layout, which is going to display the components from left to right, or new JPanel layout manager, by which you're going to create other than the default one. To create panel with specified layout manager, use add component. It is going to use add component method to add the components into the panel. How we are going to use? We are going to use this part. Syntax: JPanel, the object of JPanel, which is equals to new JPanel, which is default constructor. Then by using the object, we can add to another JPanel or this panel any components. Now here, this button is added to the panel. This button is added to this panel. The constructors of JPanel with default constructor. It creates new panel with flow layout, that is from left to right. JPanel with layout manager. It creates new JPanel with specified layout manager. You can define the location you want to display the components. JPanel with boolean is double buffered. It creates a new JPanel with specified buffering strategy. Double buffering, that is double buffering. JPanel layout manager, then boolean is double buffer. It creates new JPanel with specified layout manager and specified buffering strategy. These are the constructors. These are the constructors used in the JPanel. The other part is methods. You can use add component, TR's component to specified container, set layout with a parameter of layout manager. It says layout of the container in the specified layout manager. Update user interface. It resets user interface property with value from current look and feel. Get user interface. It returns look and feel object that renders this component. Get user interface class ID. It returns the name of the look and feel class that renders this component. Get accessible context. It returns an accessible context object which provides information about JPanel. This is all about what we call them. They are the methods, the constructors that are correspondingly used in the JPanel. So what it says, directly we're going to go to the program. Write a Java swing program that are two components, two buttons. The components are two buttons into one panel with the JFrame. Now here we add two buttons into one JPanel. Two buttons into one JPanel. The output look like this one. Here add and exit are two buttons that are added to one JPanel. They are added to one JPanel. How we go ahead? How we are going to go? Let me create the class name as my JPanel. So we'll come to the chapter 2. We'll get chapter 2 GUI as we have created previously. We have Java tutorial projects in chapter 1, chapter 2 GUIs. Chapter 2 GUI here. Then that part we have created my JFrame. Now we create my JPanel. panel. We are going to create my JPanel. My JPanel. Now here we can make it finish. So to reduce the number of line of code, we're going to remove the comments. We are going to remove all these comments, and then we have let we pack the line of code inside this part. Then what we'll do, we have to going to do this panel should going to inherit the features of JFrame. It should be displayed with JFrame. For that sake, what we'll do here, we have to extend this JFrame. We have to extend the JFrames. Now then JFrame is automatically added. Then in this part, what we'll do, we have to going to in this part we are going to use all the feature of JFrames. So for that purpose, what we'll do, we are going to create an object for my JPanel. My JPanel is equals to new design object for panel is equals to new my JPanel. Now here, semicolon. Then what we'll do, we are going to access all the features of my frame. What I will do, panel dot set title. We start from title. Then here my JPanel. This is the title of my frame. Then what? Size. I have to determine the size. Panel dot set size. What will I do? Let me make it this one's 400 and this one is 250 days. Next, what I'll do? Let me going to have the visibility. Panel dot set visible, which becomes true. The other case, panel dot set location relative to be displayed in the center. Location relative to, it should be null to display in the center. Then finally what I'll do, closing. Panel dot set default close operation. Which one? JFrame. I'm going to close JFrame. Dot exit on close. These are the features that can help to display JFrames, and this JPanel is going to be displayed in this JFrame. So when we come back to our point, we are going to display, we are going to write a program that says what? We are going to write a program, write a Java program, writing a Java program that provides this output. Write a Java Swing program that adds two components, two buttons into one panel. Add and exit button to be added in one JPanel. So how we are going to add? We are going to create a constructor, default constructor. We are going to create public. Then what is my default constructor? My JPanel. This is default constructor. Then here inside this part, I'm going to create. First, I have to create my JPanel. My JPanel. Then what is that one? Pan. Let me say an object for JPanel is equals to pan new JPanel. Now here it is, semicolon. Then what I'll do, I'm going to use since in the output there is a tooltip text. Since in the output there is a tooltip text, this is JPanel. I have to create it. I have to write the code here. Then what I'll do here, I have to create pan dot set tooltip text. What is that one? What is that one? This is JPanel. This is a tooltip text. Tooltip text is displayed visible when the cursor, the mouse cursor is over. On the output part, when the mouse cursor is over, it is going to be visible. So what we will do next? This is a JPanel. We are going to create two buttons. The first button, J button, here. I'm going to create J button, then btn, which is equals to new J button. So what is that one? I'm going to create with one text. J button with one string. Then here what I'll do, I'll make it art. Art. What is the color? If you see in the color, the first one is yellow, the second one is green. So what I'll do it, btn dot set ground, set background, which becomes color is yellow. Its color is yellow. Now the color is yellow. This is the first art. This is the first art button. The second we are going to do in the same way. J button, which becomes btn2, which is equals to new J button with one string that is exits, with quotation exits. Its color set background color is green. So what I'll do it, btn2 dot set background color, it becomes green. It becomes green. So what I'll do now, the buttons are created. What left? Adding the panel into the JFrame, then adding these buttons into the panel. So the first one, what we're going to do, we have to add our panel into JFrame. Now this is used to add. It is used to add into JFrame. Is used to add into JFrame. Then next what we will do, we have to add the two buttons, add and exit buttons, into this panel. So what we'll do, I'm going to use panel dot, what I'm going to use, add which one? The first button. The first button. In the same way, what I will do, panel add the second button. Now they are added. This is gonna to add the first button, the first J button into JPanel. The same way, this is going to add, this adds the second J button into JPanel. These are the way that we are going to find the output. These are the way that we are going to find the way. The first one is add with yellow color. The second one is green with green background. This is a JPanel. This JPanel is a tooltip text that is going to be used. So when you are going to run this program, what we are going to find here, when you run this part, when you run, right click, run file, we are going to find everything this part, add, exit. When the mouse is kept here, this is JPanel. This information is what we call it. It is tooltip text. Such kind of cases how we are create a JPanel, how we are going to create JPanel in Java, how we are going to create JPanel in Java, JPanel in Java. So the next concept that we're going to see is about the second part of the GUI, that is a component. From the component we'll start from JLabel. JLabel is used to display read-only text, either an image or both. It often, this is gonna to be used to display only texts. It is often used to label other components. They indicate other components like text fields. They found that it uses this package. So it is full form. Is directly import then javax.swing.jlabel. This is a full package that used to all future of JLabels, and it is added to JFrame by using add method. The same way as of the others, It's going to be added. It's going to be added using add into the JFrame. By default, JLabels are vertically centered, but the user can change alignment of JLabel. Syntax: how to create syntax. How we are going to create JLabels. The syntax to create JLabels. JLabel object. Here it is. It's going to be created as shown here. JLabel object, which equals to new JLabels. So this way you will create an object for JLabels. Then you can directly add by using this object into JFrame. Now add JLabel object into the JFrames, The constructors and the methods can be shown in the next slide. So what we will do here, the constructors and the methods. The first one is these are the methods that are used in JLabel. These are the constructors. Here, what are the methods? With a version of swing they are used. Text with string, icon, horizontal alignment, horizontal text position, vertical alignment, vertical text position, icon text gaps. Their description is here given in front of them. Then when we come to the constructors, JLabel with default constructor, JLabel with an icon, JLabel with icon and alignment, JLabel with string, JLabel with text, icon and alignments, and the JLabel with text alignments. These are the commonly used JLabels, methods and constructors in Java. They are used in Java. So when you come to JLabel, how you are going to create this? JLabel is expected to write one thing. We are going to create a label that includes first name, either second name, sex, and the like. One not to be included in the one not to be included. Now suppose we are going to write first name. So write a Java GUI program using JLabel.display. Welcome to JLabel in the center of your frames. If you want, welcome to JLabel. If you want first name, if you want second name, middle name, last name, whatever you like. So when you come to create, how we are going to create, we'll do right click, then go to Java main class, then my JLabel. I'm going to create my JLabel here. Then here, as usual, I'm going to remove all the comments. Here. I'm going to remove all the comments from here. Right click, format, then directly let me rename this. Rename to this file. Here. So it's going to be extends JFrame. It's going to be extend JFrame. So directly we're going to take all the features here. What I'm going to create, my JLabel, then label, which is equals to new my JLabel, semicolon. Then I'm going to take all the features of frame from this part. I'm going to take as this. Then I'm going to change all in this parts. I'll remove this case. I'm going to use label. Then labels is panel is replaced with panel. Here it is. Now what is this one? It is my JLabel. All the features of JFrame are the same everywhere. So here, in order to add welcome to JLabel, what I'm going to use, I'm going to create a constructor. So what is that constructor? I'm going to use public, then my JLabel for the constructor. Then what I will do, I'm going to create JLabel with welcome to labels that are going to be displayed in the center. So here I'm going to JLabel, then lab, which is equals to new JLabel. New JLabel with what? With text and alignment. Here it is. Text and alignment. What is my text? My text is welcome to JLabel. So what is the alignment here? It should be in the center. To display in the center, I'm going to use swing constants dot center. Swing constants dot center. This is going to display in the center. So what I'm going to use, since in the output you are going to find in the output if you see there is a tooltip text. You found a tooltip text. So what I'm going to use here, I'm going to use lab dot set tooltip text. Set tooltip text, what's that one? This is JLabel. This is JLabel. Now this information is added. What is left? Adding it to JFrame. So what I will do, add, then leave. Semicolon, finally semicolon. This is used to create outputs. These outputs. My JLabels, welcome to JLabel automatically created by using this program, by using this program. Using this program, it is going to be created. So we can check by running it, run file. Now here it is. Welcome to JLabel. This is the title of my JLabels. When my cursor is over, this is JLabel. Such kind of case, what we call. If you like the video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. See you again.